What is up? Welcome back to another video. Today is Sunday and that means it's grocery day. Ross and I are both currently shredding, so I thought I'd show you our grocery haul from today as well as a few of the current meals I am loving. In this section we have our protein, so we've got some chicken breast, beef mince and egg whites. Over here we have our frozen veggie section. Ross and I go through a lot of frozen veggies. They're much cheaper than fresh veg here in New Zealand. So he's got the international stir fry mix. I've got chunky and Chinese stir fry. And then I also got some cauliflower rice to add to my oats. I'll show you a recipe later on. Here we've got some apples, a capsicum, sweet potato, and then I've got some mushrooms. I love adding these to all my meals. And I also love making zucchini spirals or courgettes, whichever you call them. And then this was on sale, so I really wanted to try it. It just looks like it's carrots with cheese and oil. Then here we've got mozzarella cheese and yogurts for Ross to take to work. We've got our meal prep section here, chili con carne, black beans and Mexican style tomatoes. And then we've got some frozen berries, which again are much cheaper than fresh berries in New Zealand. We also have our typical 50% less sugar and salt tomato ketchup. And then over here is our sweet tooth section. We have a caramel twirl. We get these like every week. And then we've got some sugar-free juice and of course my absolute favorite, jelly like jelly. So it's just a low-calorie jelly. And that is our full grocery haul. Each morning when shredding, I usually use OxyShred as my pre-workout. And then when I come home from the gym as my mid-morning kind of treat, I've been loving having this Ghost Glow. It's blueberry acai flavor. I also take these Be Pure supplements in the morning. So I've got Gut Assist, Gut Renew Probiotic. So these two here are to help with gut health and my digestion. And then I also take CoQ10, which is good for energy. Lunch for Ross and I today is our chili con carne, which we have most Sundays. So we've got 5 ingredients: beef mince, black beans, tomatoes, Mexican style, chili con carne, and onion. Ross's with some mozzarella on top, zucchini spirals like spaghetti. So Ross and I split it into 2, and then I'm going to split this into half for lunch and half for dinner with my zucchini spirals. And then over here I've got my veggies being pan fried so they get nice and crispy. Post lunch treat, I'm having a caramel twirl. Seriously, how good. Using my fitness pal, I have already logged my oats, so these are the ingredients. Okay, so it's now 3:30 and I got carried away working because Better Me Kickstart 3.0 is going off with a bang. There are so many new squad members and I am super excited to help more of you achieve your goals. But anyway, it is definitely time for me to have another meal because I've only had the mince and the twirl, and usually I would have had like a couple of meals by now, so I'm definitely keen for some food. So you want just enough liquid to cover the oats. You could use milk, almond milk, or just water like I did. Once the cauliflower is kind of cooked in the microwave and then the oats are starting to boil, you just want to stir the cauliflower in and then leave it to simmer on a low heat. I need more protein today, so I'm also adding some egg whites and protein powder to my oats. I've added in 25 grams of some whey protein. I'm using peanut butter cereal milk flavor, but you can use any flavor you want. And then I'm just gonna mix it all around before I tip it into the oats. So you're gonna tip in the egg whites and the protein powder, or just tip protein powder straight into it and stir it all around nice and quick on a low heat so the egg whites cook. If you're just using protein powder, you can just mix the protein in and then take it off the stove and dish it up. I am also adding in some frozen mixed berries just because they're a lot cheaper than the fresh berries here in New Zealand. So I'm going to stir that round and then leave it to simmer so that the berries defrost a little bit. And then lastly, you just dish it up. So the egg whites make it nice and fluffy, the cauliflower bulks up the volume, the berries and the protein powder help make it taste a bit sweeter. and the egg whites also help increase the protein intake, as does the protein powder. So the reason for adding in cauliflower rice is to really kind of bulk up the meal without the extra calories. So of course I could have used 130 grams of oats, but that would be far too many calories for me, especially when I'm shredding to have just in one meal. So I've added in the cauliflower rice to kind of fill it up with as little calories as possible. So this is one way for me to still get to eat oats and enjoy them, because the cauliflower rice doesn't really taste like anything when you cook it through. And then of course, totally optional, but sugar-free maple syrup. And my favorite, cinnamon. How good. Oh my gosh, what a big bowl. And my go-to dessert when shredding is strawberry jelly light. And that wraps up a full day of eating as well as our grocery haul. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.